Wembley Stadium, All In, AEW Women's World Championship.
You want to embarrass me, Willow?
What is it about you two that just keeps drawing you guys back together?
It's because my name makes her famous.
Hi, Willow. How are you feeling, you dumb bitch?
There would be no Willow Nightingale without Mercedes Moné.
I could see why she would think that.
You deserve it, Willow. And that's why I'm the greatest of all time.
The world champ is in the house. Willow Nightingale, you did it.
That's me.
You are the women's world champion. Mercedes Moné, it has been a while since we've been able to do one of these, just you and I, and so let's just get into it. Has it really sunk into you yet, what we're dealing with here?
I mean, initially I don't think it did, but then when we had that Dynamite in Detroit and everyone like just poured all that love out to me and there were all those signs, that's when I really was like, holy shnikes. That was like the aha moment for me, yeah.
I mean, I think that was an aha moment for kind of everyone. It's really rare for me to be able to be in the ring with someone like that. And like, I started to get emotional. I'm like, oh my God, like, it's so cool when something comes together in this way of like all the hard work you've been putting in to winning the championship. And then like, it was just all the timing on everything feels so perfect for it to come together. Does it feel that way for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I try to practice gratitude and like take stock of things like as they're happening. It gets hard because it's always like, okay, next city, next week, next whatever, next match. And so in a way you do kind of become very like used to and like take for granted like, oh, my music plays and the crowd is happy to see me. I'm like, oh, I appreciate it. I love it. But like, you don't really like let it sink in every time. That was like a time when I was like blown away, like blown away by everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The streamers. We really went for with those streamers.
All the signs.
Willow Nightingale. When I say her name to you, what comes to mind?
Pain, hurt. I don't want to say fear, but fear is coming up. Just a lot of pain. And I don't think people really understand where this pain comes from. And I hate living in the past. You know, I've tried so hard to move forward with my life and move forward with my career and become the CEO, Mercedes Moné, but the past just kind of keeps haunting me when it comes to the name Willow.
The New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Talk to me about what that night meant to you.
Oh my God. I do have to thank her because ultimately that match changed the complexion of my career going forward, the way I felt about myself, the way people viewed me. Like, I think people always cheered for me and rooted for me, but that was the first time, like, since joining AEW that people were like, that's a champion. When I first won the Strong Championship, I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, do I deserve this? Because she did get hurt in that match.
Yeah.
And I took advantage of that, because that's what a fighter does, right?
Yeah.
Your opponent's hurt. Hey, that's your opportunity, that's your opening.
Yeah.
And so I went for it, and I did it.
I remember the moment that I climbed up that turnbuckle, ready to destroy Willow. I had my next move in my mind. But that damn big bitch didn't give me no space to climb up there, and I fell down. And that pain that I felt when my heel landed on that steel post, I don't even know how to explain it, but I knew I had to finish that match. I knew I couldn't just lay there and put up the X and have doctors come around on me and carry me out. I knew I had to finish that match. But every second that went by, I was getting weaker and weaker and more scared because that feeling in my leg was going all up my body. I knew that something was wrong, but I didn't know how wrong it was. Until that 1, 2, 3, and her standing over me, her raising that title that I created with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and her just smiling over me. I had to watch her smile as I am being carried out, dragged to the worst hospital that I have ever went to. They didn't even say it was broken. They said, you're fine. You can walk out of there. I couldn't even walk. My friends had to carry me to the damn car, put me in a chair with wheels on it to get me to my room. No call from Willow, no text from Willow, but I have to go all over the internet and see that championship that I created. I got to see her hold that, smiling. Not only is it painful talking about the past, all these memories that I have of Willow, it's just that stupid damn smile, because I don't know what's so funny about me losing, about me being in pain. What is so goddamn funny? What is there to smile about? Me in pain? The woman that gave you an opportunity? And you try to take that from me? And you're smiling in my face?
People were happy, but there were others that really just like didn't believe that I should have been champion. Like I just lucked out. And I had to do a lot of like building my own self-esteem and my own confidence to be like, I'm here, I'm worthy of this, I'm carrying this banner, I'm the inaugural strong champion, which has had like a wonderful, beautiful lineage. Like when you look at the women who've held it after me.
Yeah.
I always tell myself, like, you didn't get here accidentally. This wasn't a mistake. Everything happens on purpose. Like, people don't put you in these positions unless they think you could pull them off. 3 years later, I do still have to, like, give myself a little pep talk every now and then.
We all need one.
But I don't have, like, such a giant, huge chip on my shoulder anymore.
Yeah.
My career almost ended when I faced Willow Nightingale in New Japan. And I had no idea if I was gonna come back to wrestling. In my heart, I knew, but physically, I did not know if I was ever going to be the same. And I couldn't stop thinking and dreaming about wrestling. I'm like, I know nothing but this. And this woman who I met, who I gave an opportunity to, you're welcome, New Japan, you're welcome, Willow, they almost took the one thing that I love the most, the one thing that I live for, away from me. She was there, standing there, over me, smiling. So I dreamt about this moment. I dreamt about AEW, and it just felt so right because I felt like I had so much unfinished business in wrestling, so many things I haven't done before, and I can do that here in AEW. And who welcomed me? Who welcomed me with that ugly ass smile? Willow.
So Mercedes debuts in AEW. It's against you.
Guess where we are again,
Why do you think it had to be you on that first moment of her stepping in the doors here?
I mean, I was the one she wrestled when she was put on the shelf for all that time.
Yeah.
You know? And when you are at home recovering from an injury and you want to be back in that ring and you want to be back doing what you love, proving to the world who you are, it can drive you a little nuts. And so to see like the person you were wrestling get all the things that you wanted for yourself, got the strong championship, wrestling on TV every week, but I was thriving even beyond that. I had become the TBS champion. And so she wanted to take that away, get it for herself again, and also hurt me, take something else that she had never gotten.
Yeah.
The match at New Japan was us kind of just getting to know each other. It was just a happenstance kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think it really became personal when she got to AEW and took that TBS championship from me.
How hard was that loss on you?
Oh my God. Not only did I lose my championship, the TBS championship, I got backstabbed by Stat, you know, my best friend, somebody I've known my whole wrestling career. And it just felt like everything kind of crumbled and stopped making sense at that point.
Yeah.
Because it did feel like I had gotten some momentum, right?
Yeah.
Like I had to prove to myself, like, I'm in this position, I'm worthy of it. Prove it to myself before I could even prove it to anybody else. So once I kind of started believing it, and that was the first real stop, like road stop, to be like, girl, you gotta find a way to move forward. You gotta push forward. It's not always uphill. So that was tough. That was tough.
Did it feel like to you that that was erasing what had happened with the Strong Championship and sort of where that had led your career?
I don't think that it had erased what I had done. Like, I remember being like, okay, what is it about wrestling that is gonna continue to light a fire in me and want me to move forward? And I had really gotten big into like doing a bunch of international, like kind of like ambassador situations with AEW through wrestling for New Japan. I was the first person to defend the TBS title overseas. I did that at Stardom. And so the opportunity had come up for me to challenge for the CMLL title. And I was like, bingo, that's my new focus. That's what I'm doing. And so shortly after, that's kind of like what I pivoted to. And I was like, we're going to keep the momentum going however we can. We're going to find it. And that was awesome. I did win that. And again, another title I won before her. Just saying.
Just putting that out there.
That was really where my focus was. It was like, okay, she took this from me. I have to do something for me, for myself. I can't focus my life around her the way she had maybe while she was injured, focused it around me.
When AEW introduced the tag team championships, you know how much I love tag team wrestling. You know I am one of the greatest tag team wrestlers in this entire industry. Who took that from me?
Yeah.
Willow. I was on my way, becoming 14 belts Moné. I was 13 belts Moné. The greatest accomplishment I have ever accomplished in my entire career. Who stopped that, Renee? Who stopped that from me? I was the greatest TBS champion this company has ever seen. Who stopped that?
That's Willow.
Willow. Not only did she stop that, she put cake in my face. Her and her stupid little friends danced all over me. Does she not know who I am and what I've done for women's wrestling? But she's the hero? But everybody celebrates her and cheers for her? Yeah, a lot of pain comes around the name Willow Nightingale.
So she is the TBS champion for 584 days.
Yes.
You take that title from her to be the face of TBS yet again. How sweet was that victory?
Oh my God, awesome. And I had like a little reunion with Stat.
Yes.
I had
We had a
Harley
nice
with
celebration
me.
then.
Yes. I knew I wanted to be the TBS champion again.
Yeah.
So to do that and feel like vindicated in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, great way to end the year.
Seems
Great
like there
New
was
Year's Eve.
seems like so much growth happened between those moments. I mean, of the things that you're saying of like, you know, kind of having to break out and do your own thing and find out who you are and, you know, achieving some of these other goals and what have you. Like that really seemed like that put you on a different path.
Yeah, I mean, especially because so much of who I am, my journey, I don't want to say it's about other people, but I really do feel like it takes a village.
Sure.
That is just like the way I feel about life, whether it be family or work or however you have to get through life, whatever your challenge is, it's like you do need your support system. And to have the chance to end the year in a main event, in a match that was for me, for myself, it was a little reminder that like, yes, we're doing this all together, but it's my life.
Yeah.
It's my career, and I can do this on my own. I'm thankful for everybody else and all that they give me and share with me and how they push me, but like, ultimately it's my journey. And so it just reminded me, girl, you gotta do this for yourself.
At this point, your guys' careers have coincided quite a bit the last few years. What is it about you two that just keeps drawing you guys back together?
It's because my name makes her famous. There would be no Willow Nightingale without Mercedes Moné. I mean, was anybody talking about Willow Nightingale 3.5 years ago? Barely. Barely. And she's been in this game for how long? For how many years? It's because my name makes her famous. That's why every time Mercedes and Willow comes around, she's just right there. Every time I try to get something, a little moment for me, she is just right there, standing in front of me with that goddamn ugly smile.
What do you have to say about Mercedes saying that she made you?
I could see why she would think that. Because, like I said, I think our initial interaction helped change the way people perceived me. And without that, I don't know when the opportunity to really kind of break out would have come. So I'm grateful for that moment. But everything that I've done from that point on has been on my own. It's been on my own hard work. It's been on me taking the opportunities that are put in front of me. She hasn't been giving them to me. If anything, she's been making it harder for me. So
Fair.
So yeah.
Do you think that you would be sitting here as women's champion, as really the tippy top face of the women's division right now, if it weren't for Mercedes?
I do. I don't know when it would have happened, but if you look at my career in AEW, it's always been a slow climb, and that's always what it was going to be. I started here as an extra, right, sitting in the crowd in Jacksonville, purple hair, Willow, front row, cheering. She's singing Judas, right? She's doing AEW Dark, having a great time, never complaining, always keeping my head down, doing the work. Smiling, of course, but always just like, okay, how...
PMA, is that right?
PMA!
PMA.
Positive mental attitude.
That's right.
And slowly, whatever, I got my contract. I'm being put on television. I'm being put in higher profile matches. The way I feel about fate, about this championship, is when I looked ahead at what I wanted my career to look like, there was always something in the back of my head that said, don't quit, because that moment is waiting for you. You just have to reach it. You just have to live through whatever it is to eventually get there.
Yeah.
And so that first match with Mercedes was one stop, and I guess that was the thing that kind of helped that climb continue. But if it wasn't that, it would have been something else.
Yeah. What do you think is something that she misunderstands about you?
I feel like sometimes I keep banging this drum and people are tired of hearing it. But at the end of the day, they don't learn. They look at the smile, they look at the happy, they look at the bubbly. And a lot of people do think that's a weakness. They think it's naivete. They think I'm not prepared for the harsh realities of life. But honestly, it's the way I just handle it all.
Yeah.
Why would I want to face the worst possible outcome or the suffering that surrounds us all head on and not find a way to be like, okay,
find a little
we
joy.
can deal with this.
Yeah.
Find a little joy.
Yes.
Look for a silver lining. Be hopeful. But listen, honey, I'm just trying to get through it. I know what you're bringing.
Well, it's also, I feel like so many people are just in general jaded, and people love to dwell on the negativity, and that fuels people for good or bad. But I think there's so much strength in being able to find the positive in things.
I think it's a mirror. Sometimes it happened with Tekla, and same thing with Mercedes. It's when people look at me and they're like, that smile's fake. You're just putting on an act. It's you believe that because you don't think it can be real.
Yeah.
You don't believe that somebody could actually find strength in this, and that's the way that I carry forward. You are the person who's been jaded.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to go from talking about all the positivity and finding the joy and greatness in things. I hate to be a pessimist here, but what would happen? How would you feel to lose at All In, to lose that championship, to lose to Mercedes? What does that do to Willow?
You can't plan for that. If it happens, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. It's a little self-defeatist to go into the match thinking that it is a possibility.
Yeah.
You know, I know somehow I'll get through, I'll find a way, I'll figure out whatever's next. You know, the carousel never stops turning, especially in this industry, baby.
No, we keep going.
But I can't even entertain the thought right now.
Not to change the mood here,
Okay.
but when we talk Mercedes and Willow, it is 2-1 in your guys' series at this point. I mean, how does that make you feel to be heading in to All In with the one championship that you have yet to secure in this industry?
She earned it. You should know how to beat me by now. Everybody should. I've been in this industry for 16 years. I am the blueprint. I mean, everyone's been studying me. You are guys my biggest fans, right? You should know how to beat me. Good, she has my number, 2-1. But that is nothing. That is nothing when I have been preparing for you for 3.5 years. You have no idea what I am capable of. You have no idea what moves I am going to pull out. What submissions, what roll-ups, what beatdowns. You have no idea, Willow. But good. All these girls should learn how to beat me. They should know. You've been studying me for the past 16 years. So congratulations. You earned these 2.
So you retain the title. Big celebration. How much does this really solidify you as champion to beat Mercedes on a stage like that?
Well, it's the biggest stage we have, and honestly, it's, you know, that's going to be the big defense. I've won this championship and I haven't defended it yet, and I recognize that, and I want to be a fighting champion. So I'm looking forward to it, and this will definitely be the thing that like eliminates the shadow of a doubt that it's like, it's not just the one thing, it's not just the one win. You can follow this through, and you're meant to be here.
Mercedes, you've said that you want to take her smile away. What exactly do you mean by that?
I want to make her feel everything that I have felt for the past 3.5 years. Because I never fully got to smile. I haven't got to fully be happy. Because you, Willow, you dumb bitch, you have taken everything from me. And the one championship that I have yet to get, you have. So I want you to feel everything that you've ever done to me. I want you to feel that smile. I want you to feel how that made me feel. And that's exactly what's gonna feel for her when I take that smile. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be incredible, Renee. I can't wait.
Wembley Stadium, All In, AEW Women's World Championship. Does this feel different than TBS Championship? Does it feel like the risk is a lot bigger with this?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's not to undermine the TBS Championship. I have loved being TBS champ. I have loved the women who have also held it. But this is really like, this is the star maker.
Yeah.
This is the league of its own. This is when people look back at our history, like, who are the best women? Who are the best wrestlers that they've got? This is the lineage they're gonna look at.
Yeah.
And this is what they're gonna dissect. And here I am in the history books. And I'm not ready to let it go.
You have built up such an insane resume over the past few years, all these different championships that you have held, winning the Owen back-to-back years to go in and have this moment and have this opportunity with Willow Nightingale. She's had these years to be able to study you, to know the Mercedes Moné playbook. If she walks into Wembley and still leaves as the women's champion, what do you do then?
Renee, I feel like we've known each other long enough. And you know, this is not the right question to ask me.
Okay. All right. Well, let's reframe it then. We look at the career of Mercedes Moné. We look at what you've done for wrestling, for women's wrestling, for this path that you have been able to carve for yourself and many that are going to follow after you. When you think of Willow Nightingale 20 years from now, what do you think is going to go through your mind?
Nothing.
So you're going to be doing this for a long time. You still have a whole career ahead of you, being champion, different championships, et cetera, but
20 years from now, there's not going to be a Willow Nightingale. That All In is going to be the last you've ever heard about Willow Nightingale. So we can celebrate her career now.
You want to embarrass me, Willow, huh?
Because at All In, it will be the end of Willow Nightingale forever. She's not going to make any more history. She's not going to be in this business any longer because I'm going to make sure of that.
I'm going to give you something to smile, bitch.
Not only am I going to take her smile, I'm going to end her career too.
Some bitch.
Mercedes, thank you so much for this time, and best of luck to you at All In.
I won't need it, but you're welcome, Renee.